What is up, you guys? You're watching Sergio's Secret. Before I get started with today's video, if you can please give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. I post a video every single day on designer and contemporary fashion, so if that interests you, go ahead and subscribe so you never miss any one of my uploads. And today has been a highly requested video, and it is my men's luxury guide. So particularly, this is going to be a little bit of different price points, and I will be talking about certain items, but you can pick a brand that works with you within his needs, within his style, within the price point. But I will be showing examples of what I'm talking about, and everything will be linked down below, including if I can find any sell links for any of the items, if that helps you out. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get started with this men's luxury gift guide for holiday, because I feel like this is gonna be a really great video. The first thing that I think is a perfect gift to give is going to be any winter coats, particularly Canada Goose jackets or Montclair jackets. And the reason why I think that they're really great purchases, I personally own both. I feel that these jackets last for many years. I'm about to have 3-year anniversary on 2 Canada Goose jackets, and they literally look brand new just from I bought them from the department store. So I think that jackets are a very great investment. It's something that he can reach for year after year. If you get a classic silhouette, have it year after year after year, he can always reach for it. And it's just something that's basic, that's core, that he can always depend on, that's in his wardrobe. So I will say winter coat will be really great. And if you want to go the under 500 route, they have the men's Canada Goose men's vest. I own this one as well, and this one comes in at $450, and with tax will probably be around probably for $80, $85. And so I think that's a great one if you are looking for under 500. But I just think that winter coats are a perfect investment, and I think any guy can really appreciate a nice coat. So that's going to be my first one, is going to be a nice winter coat from either or brand. Like I said, I own both of them. I like both of them. I actually have a Canada versus Montclair video, which I'll leave linked down below if you are interested in going more into details with the coats. The second choice that I have for you guys are going to be sneakers. Normally, I'm not the type of person to say, oh my god, buy sneakers, but there have been 2 sneakers that I just been enjoying seeing them on guys. Like I literally get so happy when I see guys wearing them. And so they are going to be Golden Goose sneakers. Now these ones are women's shoes, these ones are mine, but they are a lot of men's stuff, and I just love them so much. When I see a guy wear a Golden Goose sneaker, it just puts such a smile on my face. Or Veja sneakers. So Veja sneakers, what I like is that they're not super popular, not everybody has them. They're at a great price, about under 200 or under 150. I like how they're clean, I like how they're minimal. I own 3 pair of Veja sneakers, and I love them, and I think that they're just different from your Nike, from your Adidas, from any other kind of sporty sneaker. And same for Golden Goose, you know, it's different from your Gucci or from your other sneakers that you see. It's a little bit different, and I kind of like the edginess that it adds to an outfit. Say if you are looking for a great shoe, I would pick either or from these brands. I think Golden Gooses are perfect and Vejas are perfect. They're clean, they look super minimal, they're more elevated than, like I said, your Nike shoe, your Gucci shoe. I prefer these 2 brands for sneakers, and I'm pretty sure he will love them as well. And when I mean for guys, I mean for any type of guys. Like I've seen, you know, men in their 50s, early 20s. You know, a lot of these items that I'm picking out can go for any age, and more than I do. So I would kind of pick a little bit accordingly. But I will say either or brand I have been loving for sneakers, and I think if you do want to give the gift of shoe, I think either or I think is a really great choice. And like I said, my third choice that I have for you guys is going to be men's furnishing items. So I mean like underwear, I mean like socks. You'd be surprised, a lot of your men in your life actually don't really replace all these items very frequently. It's a really great gift to get because it's something that they'll genuinely use every single day, something that they could wear and, you know, just kind of have a good cycle. So for men's socks, I would just recommend to get like a high quality like pack of socks, or just to get their needs. I'll leave some of my favorite ones linked down below. And as far as like men's underwear, I would say Tommy John or the Sack, I believe. Those are really great brands of underwear. I think they're really great price points. They wear really nicely. So I think, like I said, men don't really usually go out and buy a lot of these items themselves. So I think it's always really great to giving like replenishment items as Christmas gifts or as gifts in general, because it will be something that they could always wear. My next choice is going to be the gift of eyewear. I love sunglasses so much. If you guys know, I just love to add new glasses into my collection. I love many brands. But I will say this year's choices for glasses that I would recommend would be Ray-Ban and Tom Ford glasses. And the reason why I recommend Ray-Ban is because you can never go wrong with a classic Ray-Ban. Ray-Bans never go out of style, guys. You know, I was looking at pictures of my grandpa and he had classic Ray-Ban aviators, and it's something that I could wear now. I think a lot of Ray-Bans in general don't date. They look super timeless, super core, and they're right around that under 200, under 150 price point. So I think giving the gift of a nice classic Ray-Ban, you can never go wrong with. I've had these in my collection for about 2.5 years. They look brand new. I've been taking care of them and I love having them in my collection. And if you want to go for a more elevated or more kind of a luxury version, I would go for Tom Ford. And what I like about Tom Ford is same thing. They're super clean, they're super classic, they're super elevated. These ones, I've been getting so much wear since I got them earlier this year. These are a polarized pair, and you can never go wrong with the classic Tom Ford pair. I think Tom Ford just adds so much sophistication, so much edginess in a pair of glasses. So I will say those are my 2 favorite brands for eyewear. I also recommend Oliver Peoples if he's into super discreet glasses, and I also recommend Key Australia glasses. And like I said, I'll leave those linked down below. But I think eyewear is really great, especially here in Texas. Personal opinion, I do think that sunglasses are essential to have that have UV protection or that are have that polarization, just because for your eyes, and it gets super sunny here in Dallas, Texas, or in Florida, wherever you live where you get a lot of sunshine. I think sunglasses, I consider it a medical device, and I feel like a lot of people don't wear sunglasses, and I feel like they need to wear them regardless of the price point or the brand. So I will say sunglasses are something that I love to enjoy, something that I love to have, and he would definitely appreciate them. I would go for a classic clean silhouette, so I would go for like something like this for Tom Ford. And for Ray-Bans, maybe I'll go for the classic aviators if he's a little bit more on that edginess, or he wants something a little bit more different, a round pair. But like I said, I'll leave some of my favorite ones linked down below. But I think gafas make really great gifts. And like I said, you can have these year after year after year after year, as long as he takes care of them. Also recommend if he's out in the pool a lot, I would buy those little thingies so they don't drop, so they leave right here. Or buying like a cleaning kit with like a large microfiber pillow towel and with a cleanser. I have my favorite ones. Like I said, I'll leave them down below. Pero gafas, I do think are really great gifts. And I think this year, mainly Ray-Ban and Tom Ford to win. And like I said, they're the ones that look more clean, more classic, more minimalistic, more, you know, just like they just go with absolutely anything. You know, next choice is going to be fine jewelry. And in this fine jewelry, I will say more sterling silver pieces. So for example, brands that I would recommend would be David Yurman and Tiffany. So these are 2 Tiffany rings that I have in my collection. I bought this Tiffany ring about 4 years ago. It's still being sold for full price. It's still a classic in the range of Tiffany sterling silver rings. I love it so much. They have a little bit of a thicker one. They have one that comes in titanium. I have this classic T1 as well. I've had this for about 1.5 years. I bought it pre-loved, and it's just something that I will always love and I will always keep wearing. And I also will recommend Tiffany sterling silver pieces. And I also recommend a lot of David Yurman. Like, I think a beautiful chain with a cross pendant would look really nice. It would be something that he could always wear, something that he can never take off, or, you know, it's just like those very sentimental choice. Like I said, I prefer the sterling silver ones or the silver ones in general. I think kind of like if you get more fill or if you get more gold or rose gold, I don't know, I just like a guy with like very classic, very clean sterling silver jewelry. So I would recommend Tiffany, I would recommend David Yurman, and I would also recommend James Avery. They have a little bit pieces if you're looking for that under 150 price point. Beautiful clean jewelry is a beautiful gift to get, and like I said, if you give him that, he could wear it year after year. It's something that he could have and something that he could always appreciate. You know, I think us as humans, we have a lot of emotional attachments with a lot of things, but I believe that jewelry is going to be one of the top 3 things that we have such an emotional and that we have a lot of value towards. So I will say sterling silver jewelry is going to be the win for this men's luxury gift guide. The next one is going to be SLGs, and the brand that I feel like takes the absolute win for SLGs to be given as gifts, particularly the 2020 holiday season, is going to be Saint Laurent. And what I love about Saint Laurent is just very clean, it's very edginess, and I think it has a lot of sophistication with it. So if he's a type of guy that doesn't like to have a lot of cash or anything, that just typically carries cards, Saint Laurent chevron card holder. If he doesn't like this little metal, there's one that just says Saint Laurent on it. It's super clean. I've had this for about 2.5 years. It literally looks like brand new, maybe like a little bit of scratching here, but the card holder in general does look pretty new. It's holding up really well, and I'm super happy that I added this into my collection, and I just think that this is a really great purchase. And they also, this is a Tory Burch wallet, but there is a Saint Laurent version of this where it's, and they have a nice array of colors, and it says Saint Laurent on it, like a little embossed, and you can put all your cards here, and it has a little zipper where you can put cash, you can put little business cards in there. That this is another fun alternative. Like I said, there is that Saint Laurent version, which I'll leave down below. For me, I just think that SLGs make really great gifts, and like I said, this year alone I feel like Saint Laurent has been taking the win. I've been seeing a lot of guys in Saint Laurent SLGs, and I just love how it looks. I prefer the Saint Laurent ones over, definitely prefer the Saint Laurent SLGs over the Gucci's, the Louis Vuittons, the Dior's. I feel like those are a little bit more common, and I like how just clean these are looking. And then, like I said, he can have this year after year after year. You can never go wrong with. So I will be recommending Saint Laurent SLGs as my wallet pick of this holiday season. Next gift is going to be the gift of fragrances, and in this category I have 2 brands that I have in mind. It's going to be Le Labo. I don't have any Le Labo in my collection. I will be adding some in the near future, and I also think Tom Ford fragrances make beautiful, elevated, sophisticated gifts to get. If you are here from Dallas, I would highly recommend visiting the Cosmetic Company outlet. There's 2 locations, one in Allen, Texas, and then one in Grapevine, Texas. So it's anything under the Estee Lauder brand. I have the Tom Ford fragrances 50% off, and I bought this one earlier this year. I'll be leaving my CCO videos. I have done 2 of them this year. I'll leave them linked down below, but I got this one, the gift of Tom Ford fragrances. I think Tom Ford, like I said, they're super sophisticated, especially this particular one right here. Like I said, I've been using this super consistently, and it's not even halfway done. I only put like 2 or 3 sprays, and it's been holding up super well. It smells like leather. It just smells so good. I actually kind of want to spray some on right for fragrances. I think Tom Ford does fragrances like no other, even for women fragrances as well. I would recommend this one right here. I will also recommend this Le Labo fragrance here. I think they're a little bit more different than your Dior Sauvage, your Giorgio Armani Acqua di Gio. You know, those very popular fragrances that you see. I consider those like more mainstream fragrances. Now, you know, some people may consider this more mainstream. See where they're coming from, but I just think that Tom Ford and Le Labo, you can never really go wrong with them. Those fragrances are nice. They're still at a good price point. I know, because you can get ridiculously into Creed fragrances, into other brands where you're spending hundreds upon hundreds. These ones are still great price points, and if you shop at the CCO like I did, you could probably get a good deal on these. And last time I checked, they still had this fragrance there for 50% off, and they also had a lot of other fragrances that were for men and for women. So I will say the gift of Tom Ford and Le Labo fragrances is going to be the win for this year. It's going to be elevated loungewear or elevated workout clothing. So I know this one may not be considered designer, but this is something that he will definitely appreciate. So like I said, my favorite brands for loungewear, for workout clothes, I particularly have 2 when it comes into mind. I have Lululemon, and I also have Aloe. And the reason why I like Lululemon is because Their branding is super discreet, their things hold up super well. You can get your things tailored, the customer service is impeccable. If anything happens with it, if you're not satisfied, you can get a full refund. Like, I just love Lululemon as a company in general, so I don't mind spending a little bit more premium on workout clothing versus competitors like a Nike, Adidas, Puma, etc. So that's why I recommend Lululemon, and I've been wearing Lululemon clothing for the last 5 years. I still have those pieces that I bought 5 years from now, and they literally look brand new. And I've also more Aloe clothing as well. This is my first year trying Aloe clothing, and they've holding up super well. I have my favorite sweatpants that I own right here that I purchased about a couple weeks ago, and I've just been wearing them non-stop, lounging around in them while like I'm editing videos or, you know, just going to the gym. So for me, I highly recommend Elevated Athleisure Wear, and those are the two brands that I have in mind. Like I said, I know they're not technically designer, but it will be something that he will appreciate 1,000,000%. And what I would recommend is a nice pair of sweatpants, a nice hoodie, and some nice tops and shorts. That's what I would recommend to purchase from those brands. And my particular place to buy Aloe is going to be through Nordstrom and Lululemon, just a regular Lululemon website. And they also have a Lululemon sale section. A lot of people don't know that. It's called the We Made Too Much, and you can find some great Lululemon items on sale. I'll leave that direct link down below, but just keep in mind that all sales are final that you purchase from that particular part of the website. To be a really great one, it's going to be my other piece of kind of clothing. That's a third piece. I think third pieces are really great pieces because you can wear them more than once. You can get so much wear out of them. I cannot wait to show you that. I think a leather jacket, guys. I think a leather jacket, you can never go wrong with this. This is an All Saints leather jacket. They're currently doing 30% off. Only doing 30% off. So as I'm recording this video, so I'll try to get this video up posted fast. So if you do want to buy a leather jacket, the All Saints ones are 30% off. And the reason why I recommend a leather jacket is just because it's super clean, it's super edited, and if this is his style, he would get so much wear on it. I've had this jacket for about 2 years. I literally wear it super consistently, even in the hot Texas heat, and it literally looks brand new. It literally looks like I just bought it brand new from the All Saints store or from Nordstrom. I just really love it. I love the fit, I love the style. It just gives it more of a modern fit, but it still incorporates everything that I'm looking for. And a biker leather jacket, or they just have regular leather jackets in general. I will say the price point on the jackets are even reasonable at full price if you ask me. I believe this one was $540, and I did buy this when it was 30% off about 2 years ago. I did pay a pretty penny for it. I think I still paid like maybe $360 for it with tax and everything, but the cost per wear, the amount of wear I've been getting on this jacket has already paid for itself off. If you go on my Instagram, you can see me wearing this from, you know, the moment that I bought it. I just think you can never go wrong with a ultimate clean classic leather jacket. And I know, and then you could go into the price ranges of what you want to do. There's some other leather jackets that are under that $250 price point. You can go up to designer like Saint Laurent and Tom Ford leather jackets, but for me, I just think giving a gift of a nice leather jacket, particularly from All Saints, is an impeccable gift. And like I said, I've had this for 2.5 years, and it literally looks brand new. Mine's in a size small. This is my collection, and you know, if you give this one to somebody as a gift, if they're into leather jackets, that they will definitely appreciate this jacket so much. Like, look at it. Like, it is just a beautiful jacket, and it's just gorgeous, and I definitely appreciate me having this in my wardrobe. The last thing that I have for this gift guide is going to be buy an experience, guys. Life is super short. Yes, we love materialistic items. We love bolsas, we love shoes, we love SOGs, we like sunglasses, we love all that. But also life is super short, so you know, if you want to get a gift, you know, you maybe he has all these things, or maybe you're wanting to get something different, you know, buy an experience, go to that fancy restaurant, you know, plan a little day trip, you know, just spend some quality time with the person you love in your life. I feel like wrong with that, and since this is considered more of a luxury or elevated gift guide, make the experience a little bit more elevated. So that's what I would recommend, is just, you know, if you don't want to get any materialistic items, I also think spending quality time with the person doing something elevated, I think you can never go wrong with that memory that you guys have created together. And you can always look back, you know, 10, 5, you know, 50 years from now and looking at that beautiful experience that you guys shared together. So yeah guys, it's gonna be my luxury gift card for men. So hope you guys like this video. I definitely picked things that were more practical. I could have been, oh, get a Gucci slide, oh, get some Gucci sneakers, a Gucci belt, a Louis Vuitton wallet. Like I could have been and told you that, and you know, it would have been a great video, I guess. But I really wanted to think about all the items, and I really wanted to think about what are the items that I love in my collection and the things that I've given as gift or I've asked before. So I think of my brother, I think of my uncle, I think about some of my friends, regardless of their ethnicity or age. I thought about all these gifts for different people in mind, and I believe that all these are really great gifts. You know, like I said, you know the person more than I do, and I would just pick accordingly. I'll leave everything linked down below, especially if I can find any of the items on sale. And yeah guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I love each and every single one of you, and stay tuned because I'll be posting 10 favorite luxury items as gifts for her under $500. I cannot wait for that video to come out because that's probably one of my favorite videos that I'm filming, part of these luxury gift cards. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Y los miro hasta la próxima video in the time to watch this video, guys. Bye.